All you really need to focus on are these 4 small habits every day, which have really helped me because life doesn't have to be complicated and we always want to take on way too much. So let's get right into it. Number 1, go for a walk every single day. It's simple, it's easy, and the greatest people of all time have done this. You've got Einstein, you've got Steve Jobs. They are known for going for walks. Be cool, be like them, go for a walk and feel good. Have time to actually take a real break instead of scrolling on your phone, because we both know that's not actually taking a break. So stop doing that. Go for a walk instead. Give yourself time to think about things, process things, be creative, problem solve. That is what your brain is good for. And your brain loves going for walks and doing that. So do that. Do good for yourself. Add value into your life instead of taking away value. And listen, when you're going for walks, please do not look down, look up, look around you, take in what's going on around you instead of looking down at your feet. Look around at people maybe, see what people are doing, study people. It's cool. I love people watching because you just never know what you're gonna find. Somebody's doing something weird or they're being funny, or it's just cool, right? Stop being so scared. Stop being so timid. Stop being so shy. Wave to people. Let them smile back at you. And if they don't, who cares? Whatever, at least you tried, right? Just be a better person in this world, because we need more people doing better things. We need more people feeling good, doing good, so that we can spread that on to others. And also, when you look around, you never know what you're gonna find. You could see a cool bird, or you could see something like a cool flower that you've never seen before, or just taking more appreciation for the things that you've seen all the time, right? But maybe they look a little different. Maybe they look a little different because the sunlight's hitting them a certain way. Or maybe there's something different in the air, like it just smells better. Like there's a certain flower that's coming through and you smell it more. When you're more aware of what's going on around you, you can actually enjoy your life more. It's called being mindful. And it just has this way of letting you appreciate more of what's going on around you. And that goes hand in hand with being more grateful and practicing gratitude too. Do that more often, and I promise you, you're gonna be way less stressed, you're gonna feel better, you're probably gonna look better instead of feeling and looking sad, right? Because if you're not going for walks, honestly, you're just really doing a disservice for yourself. Just take the time to go for a walk and start feeling better. You're gonna be like, damn, something so simple, right? But it really does help. It really makes such a big difference. And try to do it after you eat too, because that's another thing. It's not talked about nearly enough, but you should be walking after you take a really large meal, especially. If you are done eating dinner and you just sit and you lounge around, that's why you're feeling tired. Go for a walk instead. And I promise you, you're gonna get an energy boost and you're gonna actually wanna get more shit done instead of just taking the night and wasting it away. So try that out and see how it works for you, but let's keep moving. Number 2. So I did mention, like stop scrolling on your phone because that's not taking a break. But seriously, take time away from screens too. Take the time to stop looking at your phone, to stop watching TV, to stop being on your computer. Just take time to shut it down and read a book instead, or do something where you aren't looking at a screen, anything, okay? Just do something that makes you feel good and make it easy for you so that you actually want to do more of it. Because when you're constantly looking at screens, like your phone, your TV, your computer, like who even are you? You're just constantly taking in all this information and you're accepting it unwillingly. You're just consuming, right? But it's like, well, who are you? Take time to figure out who you are and spend time with yourself and see what you actually like doing instead of constantly letting things fall into your life and just accepting things for how they are. Because that's kind of what it is. Like, I don't know about you, but sometimes you'll be liking things and then you see more of them and you're like, do I actually really even like this? And then if you take a break from it too and you come back to it and you're like, wow, I didn't even like this person. I don't know why I'm liking their stuff, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Just understand that you're constantly consuming and accepting things into your life and you don't even realize it, right? Take time to just take yourself away from a screen. Just pull away. And you may think I'm crazy for this, but give this an honest chance, because I haven't had a TV in my home for over 4 years now, actually. And I am so much happier without it. It really is just taking away from you. Just unplug it, hide it, and see how you feel. Give it an honest, fair chance. Give it a week and just see how your life changes. You're actually gonna feel more motivated and excited to do things that would seem boring or not as appealing as you thought that they were gonna be. Just give it a chance. Unplug your TV, hide it, and see how you feel. Let's keep going. We've got number 3. learning something new every single day. This is a habit that I cannot stress enough, because when you learn things, you're actually getting to be more of a cool person, honestly. People are gonna be more interested in you because you're gonna have value. When you have value to give to people, people love that, okay? So learn something new every single day, even if it's something just so small. Something small is better than nothing at all. I'm a firm believer in that. Every single day you should be learning something, and just write it down so that way you can look back and be like, wow, that's cool. Like I learned that thing and now I'm learning this thing. And it just, you look at it over time and you're like, wow, I learned all these cool things over a year, right? Before you know it, that's what it'll be like. You'll have a whole year of things that you've learned. And that's so dope. Why let days slip by where you're not learning something new? And things are always changing. Like you're always having to adapt to things, right? Everything's always changing. So when you take the time to learn something new every day, you're going to be more okay with change. You're actually going to be excited to change because you're used to it. And even here on YouTube, you can learn things, okay? Instead of watching for entertainment and not taking notes, actually take notes, and that way you can learn something. Because when you write something down and you don't just keep it in here, you're actually going to learn it. I promise you that. For so many years, I always relied on my brain to remember things, and it's not what it's meant for. Your brain is meant to be a good problem solver and to be creative. It's not meant to be remembering things. Write things down instead. That way you actually learn them. And you can also learn things through new books. And listen, I don't want you to just start out reading a nonfiction book that is too advanced for you if you're not even reading at all right now. I always say this because I mean it, and it really worked for me. Learn to read what you love so you will love to read. Read something that's juicy. Read something that is just like, you know, other people are probably going to judge you for it. So keep it to your damn self, okay? Just read what you love until you love to read, and then go and read the nonfiction book and start learning that way, okay? And the last small habit that I really want you to focus on, probably the most, you're lucky if you made it this far, because this one has really helped me the most this past year, especially. Everything you want is right outside of your comfort zone. Do things that make you feel uncomfortable, okay? The more you do them, the easier it gets. And this is called a growth mindset too. I'm gonna explain what a growth mindset means. A growth mindset is the belief that a person's abilities can be improved through effort and learning, and that challenges can be opportunities for growth. Because let's face it, let's take a look at old people, right? They stay the same and they are basically moving backwards. I don't know about you, but my dad's constantly calling me and he's asking me about things with his phone and how to do something. And it's like, iPhones are so user-friendly. Like, how is he not gotten this at this point? I don't know. And there's only so much I can do to help him because I live far away from him now. And I'm always telling him to go to T-Mobile. And do you really want to be like that old person who doesn't know how to use their phone? Okay. That's why moving forward and doing things that are uncomfortable and being open and willing and embracing change is actually good for you, because staying the same equals going backwards, and staying stuck is not good. You're gonna struggle. There's gonna be challenges. You're gonna be frustrated and upset with yourself. So stop living a life like that. Stop accepting that kind of life. Stepping out of your comfort zone can look like doing something that you're afraid of, right? Your comfort zone is where you're in this bubble basically, and you don't want to step outside of the bubble. But every time you step outside of the bubble, your bubble gets bigger and it expands, and you're more comfortable doing things that you weren't previously comfortable doing, right? So let's say you don't like talking to people, like strangers, people you don't know. Try just waving at them. Try smiling at them at first, right? And just see how that feels, right? That's something you're afraid of, do that until it doesn't feel like something that's scary anymore. And then do something that's a little scarier next. Talk to them, ask them like, hey, how's your day going? Like if they're close by, and they'll be like, oh, it's good. Like I'm having a good time. Like, how's your day? And it's just a good little conversation starter. Something like that is super simple and easy to start stepping outside of your comfort zone. Now, once you implement these 4 small, easy habits into your life, I promise you, you will feel so much lighter. Things will be so much easier for you, okay? But make sure that you check out this video right here on 9 things you should never waste your time on. I promise you won't want to miss it. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.